What's up, everybody, and welcome to episode 1 of Feel the Rush. Hope you all just felt the rush there. Episode 1, we're just going to launch this and get this baby going. So, a couple things we're going to talk about today is the reason behind this page and this channel, why I created it, where the name come from, and just a little bit about me. Why not, right? Get to know me. So, first things first, why I created this page. I found that ever since I was young, I was and have been a natural born leader. And a lot of it stemmed from my mother. She is an incredible woman, and she has gone through a lot to get me to where I am and to get herself to where she is. Quick little note about that: my mother had me when she was 15 years old, and not an age where most would even consider, and this is going to sound rough, but not even consider keeping their child. And so for me to have that in my life so young and realize that's so young is incredible, because I feel like she has made me into an incredible human being and an incredible person, and I couldn't be more thankful to have her in my life. So as I grew up, she pushed me every single day to be better, to be as independent as I can, to stay focused and stay busy and stay driven. And she had a lot going on, and she was still able to focus all of her attention onto myself and my 3 little sisters. So with that, obviously the natural born leadership. So I felt like I needed to do more to express and vocalize how I feel. And biggest thing is I just really wanted to spread more love and more faith and more gratitude into everybody's lives, because I feel like this isn't common knowledge. This isn't an everyday thing, and it's so absurd to me. And so I want to try and help and motivate and inspire everybody to worry less and to just be happier and be more positive. I strive myself on being as positive as I can about everything. And to be quite honest with you, it's impossible, as weird as that sounds. And what I mean by that is I try my best, and I'm slowly learning how to not suppress the emotion, because when you suppress an emotion, you don't accept the emotion, and you unintentionally let it build up. And so for me, positivity comes from knowing how I feel and being able to take that and grow that into something more positive. And so what I did was I created this page called feeltherush.co on Instagram. Toss a follow. And what I wanted to create with the page was something that inspired me. 2 things, and I want to be able to provide that for you as well, is the infamous Tony Robbins, incredible human being. Watched his documentary called I Am Not Your Guru. If you haven't watched it, watch it. It is an extremely emotional ride. It just takes you through what he does, how he talks, the impact he makes on people's lives, the stories that they tell him. They don't even know him, and they open up. And what I love about that is just the comfortability and honesty and truth that comes from just being the person that he is. And so I hope one day to strive to be like him. And it is an incredible feat. And what I love about it is you always have to make dreams that scare you and make goals that scare you. They're that big. And if I can ever be that kind of person, my life would just have so much meaning, and I'd be so fulfilled. So with that all being said, the page has been created, this YouTube channel. Thank you so much for joining me today. We're going to be a lot of talking and a lot of great stuff coming on this, and this is just the first step. I really don't know a lot about creating videos and creating content, and this is all 2018 for me. So it is a learning curve, so please bear with me. But A little bit about the name quickly. Feel the Rush. So, as most of you know, it's obviously involving my last name. So, my full name is Kyle Christopher Matthew Rushton. And I was talking to a friend about, just casual stuff. And for whatever reason, I started to hit her with some motivational, like quote based stuff, just with what she was saying. I was just trying to make light of the situation, I think. And she messaged me and said, and this was all in joking format, you should write a book and call it Feel the Rush. And all it would be is inspirational quotes. Uh, we'll see where it goes with that. But I took a lot from that. And so what happened was I talked to another friend and they got me more motivated to potentially start something like this. And so I came up with a bunch of names. I came up with like 30 or 40 names for a new page. And none of them really resonated. Didn't stand out. And then I thought about our conversation that I had with her, and I told a couple people, and they loved it. And what it did too was it resonated with myself because it had to do, it had more to do with me than it had to do with the purpose behind this page. Because what I want to create is obviously, my personal brand and my image, and with this, there's a lot that falls into that, and so I was super inspired by the name. So hence the name of I guess you could call it. I can't really call it a company. The name of all of this behind it, but obviously it's all going to come down to myself. So again, with the page and what I want to do with it, it's more of a channel for you. And everything that I'm talking about today, is to hopefully help you and guide you to a stronger mindset. And I say mindset a lot. And what that is it's a lot of it's manifesting your life and being positive and putting, great vibes into the world, and having faith that it'll return something amazing to you, because it always will. I had something amazing happen to me today, which I like to share. So when I was a child, about 12, 13 years old, younger, I got this Christmas gift from my aunt. And I loved it, and I still do to this day. It was 3 hockey sticks standing up, and then there was 2 pucks to almost like create a frame, and then there was pegs put into the top of the hockey sticks, and it was a coat rack. She made me a coat rack. And up until today, I had this coat rack. So 13 years, 12 years. And I was doing some cleaning, and I felt like it was potentially time. I don't know why I felt that way, but I knew that today I wanted to minimalize. Something I've been thinking about for a long time. So I'm like, okay, let's minimalize. Let's, remove this from your space. And so I brought it downstairs to my garbage area and was going to throw it in the bin. And I kind of took a second thought, and I'm like, okay, maybe let's just stand it up next to the bin and see if anybody wants it. I mean, you never really know, and if nobody does, then it'll just get thrown out. So I left and I went to the gym, and I came home a couple hours later, and I'm taking the elevator with Edward, my roommate. We go up the elevator, and we stop at ground floor. And on the ground floor, there's a bunch of hustle and bustle. Some people thinking the elevator's going up, going down. We don't really know what's happening. So long story short with that whole elevator thing, I'm sure you're all used to that. Right before the door shut, the door opened again. And a gentleman got on, and he was carrying the hockey stick coat hanger or coat rack. And I was at a loss of words for a second, and I'm like, why does he have that? There's no way he wants that. And he was ecstatic about it. We didn't start a conversation with him, and out of nowhere, he was telling us about this coat rack, and he's like, man, I don't know who would have left this here. Like, this thing is incredible. My friend is a huge Flames fan, and he saw this. I sent him a picture, and he's like, oh man, I would love that. Please grab that for me. And I didn't know what to say. Either did Edward. We just stood there, and with smiles on our faces, we didn't know how to respond. And I almost wasn't going to tell him that it was mine, but I felt like I needed to, so I let him know that I put that down there. And I put it down there in hopes that maybe somebody would grab it. the whole coincidental thing that happens in your life, it's not coincidental. It's not. You have made things happen. It is ridiculous how crazy the world works and the energy that you put into the world and what that creates for you. I had no idea someone would grab it. I could have been 10 minutes longer at the gym. I could have been 10 minutes less at the gym. I could have gone somewhere else after the gym. We could have gone on a different elevator. The possibilities are endless, but what happened was the world repaid that whole process and gave that to somebody and showed me that my decision this morning to minimalize and potentially remove this, even though after having it for 12 or 13 years of my life, worked out for somebody else. It is incredible stuff. It's just your mindset. And so that's kind of the purpose behind this page, is to help you build your mindset and change that and grow that. And just know that there's so much more out there for you. There is no reason why you should limit yourself. There is no reason why you shouldn't go after your dreams and crush your goals every day and be positive and be show some gratitude, show some love, be kind to people. And I'm hoping that with these videos and with the page on Instagram, that you can practice these daily. And so what's going to happen with this YouTube channel is I'm going to have people join me every now and again. We're going to talk about some cool stuff, and maybe do some book reviews, maybe do some hikes in the mountains. I don't know. Obviously, with being in Calgary, I have the mountains next door. So once the summer hits, we'll do some videos out there. But for now, it's going to be with my two main squeezes behind me, and we're just going to crush it. So I can't express enough gratitude for everybody who is watching this video and who has followed my page so far. What I want to do before we finish up is I want you to tell me what you're grateful for right now. Not 20 minutes ago, not yesterday, not tomorrow. What are you grateful for right in this moment? And it could be something so small, could be something so big, but there's going to be something. And I want you to put just a little bit of thought process into it and just a little bit of thinking, and tell me. Comment below in the comments. Let me know. I will respond to everything, and I really want to know how you're feeling in a gratitude manner. For me, I'm feeling super, super grateful for the people who have supported me and helped me get this page going, get this channel going, and have constantly been telling me that they feel like this is resonating with them, because it's huge for me. And as much as this page is for you, I love the feeling of happy people and making them happy. And so I'm hoping that this will continue to make you feel that way. Big old smiles. So thanks again for watching. Please subscribe, comment below. Make sure you comment below your gratitudes for today. And thanks for watching episode 1 of Feel the Rush. And I hope you felt the rush. Enjoy the rest of your day. Thanks for watching, and we will catch you next time.